YouTube, what up? It's your boy Fidel Selva coming back here with another Battlefield 6 video. Now, I know that a lot of you guys have asked me for a settings video on this game, so today we're going to be breaking down the best settings and how to get the best aim assist. Also, a lot of settings that we might not think are important are very important. You know, Battlefield 6 has a lot of settings. So I know it's a long video, but if you stick around, I promise it's going to be worth your time. If you guys like the video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 170 subscribers, and I really appreciate the support from you guys. So you guys have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.
Oh my god, I got another dude over here. Over here.
Contact! Enemy infantry engaging!
Oh my god, he's right here, he's right
Let's
here.
rally on that
Behind the
RP
tree.
point. Move.
Behind the tree right here.
Doesn't look good.
Right here, right here.
Make your
He's
way to
coming,
that
he's coming.
point.
He's pushing, he's pushing. I got him. Oh my god, there's another one. Another one on me. Another one on me. Another one on me. I know, I'm fighting another dude. Oh my god, I got him again. Oh my god, did you see that? No. No. This can apply to either multiplayer or the Battle Royale version, aka RedSec. So we're gonna go through here through the accessibility. The first thing you want to do is turn off menu narration. So yeah, go ahead and turn that off. Subtitles off. We're gonna go into master volumes. We're gonna put it at 85, just because the game is very loud and you're able to hear footsteps a bit better. The footsteps are not the best in this game. I'm pretty sure with the rolling updates, we're gonna get something. We're gonna get an update for the footsteps. This is just regular. Don't touch that. All right, so we're at the graphic quality settings. Color profiles. These are my color profiles or customs. If you want, you can take a screenshot or you can pause the video. And these are pretty much my settings for that. Now we're gonna head to the world brightness. We're gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave it at 60. I had it on 50, but I feel that when you're fighting inside buildings, the buildings could be dark, especially corners. So I decided to put it on 60. Camera effects, we're gonna go here and turn world motion blur all the way to 0. It's on 100, I think, by default. The weapon motion blur is at 0 as well. We're gonna have infantry HUD motion off. Camera shake amount 50. Reduce sprint camera bobbing, I have that on. I've seen some players have it off, but I don't want my camera movement shaking all the time when sprinting, so I took that off. Chromatic aberration, you can turn that off. Um, Now, the one thing I don't like about this is, like, let's say you're in a menu, you back out, brings you all the way up. We're not able to keep going. So, anyways, that's for that. Hold and toggle. These are settings that you can copy as well. Infantry sprint and hold. Double tap forward to sprint is off. Crouch toggle sprint. Pretty much just copy all these settings down here. Um, and this is very important. Interact and reload requires it to interact. So you want to pick up things faster, especially if you're playing the new Battle Royale mode. So go ahead and copy all this. These are just basic settings, nothing crazy. What else? Now for the controllers, controller vibration. I know some people like to play with this, but it really can throw your aim off. You know, as when you're getting shot or there's explosions, your controller is rumbling and vibrating. It's not ideal if you want to be competitive in the FPS scene. So I go turn that off. Vibration intensity 0. Immersive. Tutorials, you're gonna have this off. And here, nothing special, just basic. information here. So now we're gonna hit to the gameplay. Invert alt vertical look. If you have, there's some people who like that invert. I'm not a big fan of the invert, but there is options here for you to put it on or custom. I have mine at off. Vertical settings. This is all off.
All right, guys. Now, here in the chat settings where you see it says play incoming text to speech, you want to have that off because if not, it's basically another version of menu narration. So if somebody types something in the chat, it will you will hear a speech, like you will hear everything, which is pretty annoying. So you want to turn these two off.
You can copy that one. Capture area outline on. Show help prompts on. Off. Medium. Action prompts. Ping hints. So it's enabled ping hints on in-world icons for objective vehicles and other relevant items. Now here is the one of the important ones. So infantry aim and sensitivity, have it at 45. We have this off. Crouch toggle sprint crouch. All over sprint on. Sprint door barge. So when you're going to the building and barging the door, I feel like this could be a bit better in Battlefield 6. Hopefully they make some adjustments for that. So pretty much just copy everything that's here. I don't always, so always it will deploy close to the ground. I just have it on here. I just changed that recently. Roll camera and landing roll. We got this on. Mount type side and up. All right, so we're heading to the vehicles. Now I'm not a big vehicle guy. I do have the multiplayer, but I haven't mastered it. So these are some of the settings that I have for this. All right, so here's the most important part of the settings: the aim assist. Aim assist is very different than COD. I'd say the aim assist is actually probably more sticky. Now I had this on BF4. I tried it out. You're gonna see how sticky the aim is when you have these settings on. So infantry aim assist 100, infantry aim assist slowdown. So it says reduce infantry weapon aim slowdown effect without decreasing sticky functionality. The lower the value, the more reduces slowdown effect. So you're gonna put this at 70. It's gonna help you slow down your aim assist, so you're able to get more sticky aim assist. Infantry zoom aim input curve. We're gonna leave it here on BF3. I had this on BF4. I recently switched it. I'm still going through settings. I'm still exploring all the settings, but for now, this feels really good. All right, so we're gonna move into the HUD. We're gonna have this on, off. We're gonna have all these on. Big map opacity. So I have this at 85. Shows kills. This is the kill feed. Nothing important here. I wouldn't mess around with these settings. Minimap. So I had the minimap on large, but I feel like it takes more of your screen. So I put it on medium, and it feels good. It's not too big. It's not covering your whole screen.
So this view distance on foot and the other two down below are usually at 160. Now, if you put it at 250, it's going to zoom out your minimap, and it might be harder for you to see if someone is shooting unsuppressed, especially if you're fighting inside buildings. Now, the crosshair thickness is usually on default. Some say that default is better. Mine's on thick, and for the infantry crosshair projection, you want to turn this off because when you're aiming in, your reticle is going to be moving, like it's going to be zooming in and out, and you really don't want that motion blur when you're ADSing. So I would suggest turn that off.
And these are just nothing really important. All right, so we're gonna hit campaign. I don't really think this applies to the campaign, so we're not gonna touch this setting. Here we have controller settings. Well, this is one of the most important thing. I'm gonna get back to you here. on the video, slide. If you can custom your bindings, you can put it at R3 instead of circle when you slide. You're gonna have that more of a Call of Duty feeling to it. Crouch slide, we have that off. Double tap crouch for sprint slide off. Now these are the zoom aim sensitivity. So this really just it just depends how you like how you want to be zoomed in. So for the one time scope, for the 1.25, 150, I like my scopes to be a little bit smaller, um, up to 3, and then anything over that, I want to have full zoom. Um, but like I said, you can try it on 100 and you can decrease it a little bit. You can try 90, you can try 80 or 85, and you can make your way down. But if you copy these, I think you'll be good. No, the peak type. I had this on side and up. I'm actually trying to see if I can get that off. I'm trying it. I'm trying to play without it. I feel like it throws off your aim. Doesn't really help. So that's that. Um. So yeah, ground vehicles, control settings, vehicle aim sensitivity. If you want to copy this, you can. All right. So transport vehicle. This is not really. These don't really matter that much. If it only really matters if you're really going to be using these transport vehicles or aircraft, whatever. Um, but yeah, I haven't really messed around with these settings too much. There is a lot of settings here in Battlefield 6, so it can get quite challenging, especially if you're new to the game. But I think these are more important here, the other section. So one's for control mapping. So if you want to customize something, um, you can here. Also, controller tuning. So here's, I think we went through this here. So the vibration off, immersive, triggers off. Dead zone. So now, if you have a lot of stick drift, you might want to try a higher dead zone, like a 8, between an 8 or a 10. Really depends. Now, I had stick drift for a while, but I recently got the Hall effect um, joysticks. So I don't have any stick drift. So my dead zones are at 1 and 2. Now for the max input threshold, it's better if you lower it down from 100 to 70 because it's going to make you react more on your left stick and you're able to move a little bit smoother when you're moving left or right, or you're moving in front, or like you're moving forward to a certain position, or you're fighting someone. It just feels a lot better. I think I should put this at 2. Now this is really just depends on what kind of controller you have. If controller's beat down or has a lot of stick drift, you might want to put it up. Just remember that the more dead zone you have, the more, um, the more, the less aim assist you're gonna have when you have the higher the dead zone. All right, so we're gonna hit the infantry passenger mappings. Um, so for sprint, I have this at flicking up the left stick instead of pressing it, which is gonna help you. Um, it's gonna help your thumb not, hurt as much when you're clicking and clicking to run. I think this is better. if you're looking for that smoother movement, especially when you're sprinting. Now, crouch and press prone. You want to press the R3 button, which is your right stick. And this is going to help you to crouch and prone with the same stick. Also, slide. So you're able to do all these three things with the joystick on your right joystick. Sorry. So you're gonna be able to slide with the R3. What else? So this is all just regular. The only thing I changed was that. Oh, and the melee takedown, you want to have it at circle. It really just depends how you play as well. But these are my settings. So here we are at the controller settings under edit infantry settings. Now here is the infantry aim sensitivity. We're gonna have it at 45. The invert vertical look. Now this is not my thing. I don't play vertical, but if you want to have this on, you can have this on. For me, it's gonna be off. Field of view is at 110. I was at 120, but I'm just kind of going back and forth just to see, like, what the sweet spot is. If you want to see more of your map, of course, you're gonna have it at 120. Your enemies are going to be a lot smaller and you're going to be a lot harder to hit if you're shooting across the map. If you have less field of view, you're able to have the enemy bigger on your screen, so you're able to hit your shots a bit more. It just really depends how you want to play. The vertical aim ratio, we're going to have it at 50. Vertical zoom ratio, 85. Uniform infantry aiming, we're going to have that off. And we're going to have those aim assist on. Aim assist slowdown. So this is gonna give you that more of that sticky aim assist that you want. So I would recommend putting this on 70. Now the infantry aim input curve, I had it on BF4. It felt good, but I think it feels a lot better on BF3. You can play around with it to see what feels better for you, but these are the settings that I'm using. Infantry zoom input curve, it's going to be on BF3. Stick input acceleration, it's going to be on standard. Aiming left, right acceleration. Now, so I used to have this on a 5, but I want to be snappier. So this aiming left, right acceleration is going to help you accelerate when you're moving left and right with your right stick. We're going to have all this on here. Infantry sprint hold, double tap forward to sprint off, sprint. That's another keybind that it's really important for you guys to know. You can just flick your left stick. That way you're able to sprint without, clicking on your left joystick. So we're going to have here crouch toggle sprint on, and just pretty much copy the rest of these settings that you see here. All right, so we're going to head down to the graphics. The first thing you want to do is check the performance preset. If you have, let's say if you have a monitor that supports 120 FPS, you can go ahead and change this to performance mode. As you can see here, this is what it usually is on, and when you switch it, your screen will flick. This will help you get your 120 FPS. World brightness, we leave it at 60. UI brightness at 50. Sharpness at 50. Field of view 110. Some people use 100, 105. It just depends, really. I'm liking it at 110. I might move it to 115, but I was playing at 120. And yeah, you want to. Oh yeah, also weapon field of view. If you put it on wide, it's gonna make your gun look smaller. So that's that's an important setting that you should change. Camera shake mode, we'll put it to 50, and then here is off, off, off. Film. Now for the audio settings, we're gonna have the master volume at 85. Sound effects at 100. Music, we're gonna turn that down to 0. Commander voiceover volume, we're gonna put this at 80. Sound system on headphones, audio mix, high dynamics. Now I don't know which the best setting is for this. I've only tried the high dynamics. So yeah, you can put it at default, but I think the high dynamics is good. Don't take my word for this. I just started messing around with this audio mix. All right, so we're gonna go to the voice chat. We're gonna turn this on if you want it on. We're gonna have this at 50, 31. This right here, just copy all these right here. Subtitles, radio music. Now these settings, you can have crossplay on or off. Now the crossplay, how it works here, I think if you turn off crossplay, you're gonna be queued up with Xbox and PlayStation. It's not just gonna be just PlayStation. And pretty much when you have crossplay on, it's gonna prioritize the console players like PlayStation and Xbox, and then whatever like the remaining people or players, they're gonna use PC players. Just basic settings, nothing too crazy. I think we went through these here. Gameplay, data sharing. If you want EA to collect, information about the game or things like that. So scoreboard ping. If you want to see your ping in game, you can. You can put show network performance bar, put it to always, and then turn this off because if not, you're gonna have like a performance graph on your screen, which is kind of annoying. So you're gonna put that hide, and then this is off right here. Yeah, so this is all the settings here for Battlefield 6. If you guys have any questions about the settings, you can write down in the comment, or if I'm missing something. Alright guys, so if you guys liked the video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.